Okay, and we are live in 3, 2, 1.
Jail releases, miscarriages, and deep voice bullying. All that next on season 2 of Star.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, season 2, look like what? Welcome back. I'm saying, welcome back. A slight ratchetness along with all the things.
What else is new?
Star, season 2, episode 1. Winner takes it all, because you know how Star gets down.
Right.
I'm Jill Munroe. You can follow me everywhere at Stiletto Jill. And the panel's back together for the most part.
Yeah, we're a
My
trio.
girls, Ivanna and Raquel. Wow.
Yo. Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Ivanna. You can follow me on Twitter at Ivanna L. Williams and on Instagram at Ivanna.Williams.
And I'm Raquel Harris. You can find me on all social media at Raquel Harris TV.
So we're back.
Yes.
You're back. Season 2 of Star.
The live chat is back.
The live chat
Yes.
is back popping.
Hey,
What up,
y'all.
people?
Welcome.
So we step in kind of where we left off, always with Star.
Yes.
Using that thing on a man to get what she wants.
Wow, there's that.
Hey. So we see Star with Mike Epps, who we learn's name is Holland and is the label president.
Yeah.
And you know, Star's been an artist on his label for 5 months, and he's not even sure if she's legal or not. You know.
But that
Did y'all sign any paperwork? Like,
I know, what's going
things
on?
happen like that, though.
I mean, things
you know?
do
Oh my
happen
God.
like that, but you don't know if your group is of age,
Right,
underage,
right,
something.
right. What?
You know?
But that's, that goes to show how much people could care less, or how much some men could care less about how,
Pretty much.
You ask
out
first
here.
and then sleep together later, right? I mean, I thought that's how it goes.
It would depend.
Gee whiz.
Depends,
But if you gotta
depends.
ask, that's still weird.
So we find out that the girls still really don't have a hit. They haven't put out their album. They're pretty
Yeah.
much in the same place where we left them.
Yeah.
I think it's worse off though, because she wasn't in juvenile, caught one in jail.
True.
Like it went downhill.
We see that Simone is now in juvenile. She
Yeah.
was staying with Miss Carlotta, but Carlotta lost custody of her because Simone was smoking weed at school. We know Simone likes to puff.
but hey.
She's a minor.
She got to move to
She's
California.
stressed, man.
It's something, yeah.
But see,
she got a lot on her mind.
I don't know why they kind of try to criminalize marijuana so much on this show.
Because it's illegal.
I mean, where they
There,
are, yes,
where they
right,
are, yeah.
right. I mean, but at
And
the
she's
same,
a minor.
No, she's a minor, yes. But I just at the same time, people have been weed has been used millions of times. People have been doing it for years, and I just don't like. I guess I feel like they put such an emphasis on how bad marijuana is when I
Because
just feel
she's a minor and it's illegal and
but
it's a distraction.
But even when she's a minor, though, or regardless if she's a minor or not, they still frown upon it when everyone else is doing it too.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, I mean,
it's
I guess.
illegal where they are.
I guess.
Look,
I mean,
I'm
I
gonna keep
get the
driving the
South,
point
but
up.
I understand where it
Yeah.
comes from because being a Texan, it's like it's just as bad as cocaine to them, and they don't understand. They also don't put forth the effort in understanding the benefits of cannabis, marijuana. So to them, if you don't care to know, then of course you're just fearful of it. So it really sucks. But I kind of wish that they would stop harping on that so
On
much.
that with her
Like,
as her
can we
issue.
let it go?
I mean, she's gonna do it, and she's been doing it, regardless if someone says no or not. So I mean, it's like, okay, well,
She
be
has
mad,
to,
I guess.
Like Stephen A. Smith said, stay off the weed until she's legal at least. Until it's not a barrier to keep her where she is.
I hate him.
We also discovered that Alex has had a miscarriage. So, she and Derek are still together. Derek is still in his paralyzed state from the legs down, working his way back.
I didn't know she was gonna move in with him.
Well, if she was gonna have his baby, you might as well live together.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But did they make that decision after she lost, quote unquote, the baby?
We aren't sure, but she, wants to take on that responsibility. She really loves him and wants to
guess.
be there for him.
Right.
Like Star said, he is a distraction.
Yeah.
Kind of is. Not fair, but
You think so?
Kind of is. Yes. Because she's always trying to jump, baby, are you okay? She's not dealing with her emotions from her miscarriage. And
Right.
so there's a lot going on there. We also find out that Hael is dead. Last we knew,
Right.
he walked in to discover what was going on, and no. Somebody's taking him out too. So it's Hunter, Eva, and Hael. It was a triple murder.
Dang.
It all went down.
And it was
the
so
body
random.
count.
Like, oh,
that too.
not season 2.
You know?
Okay.
What happened? So, we're kind of catching up on everything that's been going on in the months since they won Atlanta Fest. We know that Cotton went to jail.
Yeah.
And as we tune in, she's about to get out and come home.
And we thought, well, I thought she was going to get, she wanted to go to the men's prison.
Well, she got sent to the women's. She
Right.
probably thought that would be easier, but bullying happens from both sides.
Yeah,
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
does.
There's just as many,
That surprised
obviously, women that could be intimidated or
Well, and then
mean or whatever
It's
in those
surprising that she
circumstances.
asked to go to the men's prison.
It didn't surprise me because Cotton knows her advantages.
Right.
And she knows that over there she could work her pieces just like she looks like she did, find a boo, get
But
a little bit of
still-
protection, and make it an easy way to ride that out.
I would have thought that they, well, I mean, because I feel like it's a double-edged sword if she gets sent to the men's, because it's like either they really hate the fact that she's transgender or they love it. In which, I mean, it worked out in her favor, but that doesn't happen for everyone who goes to prison who's transgender or, has an issue like that. Not issue, but
I guess
is
the
dealing with
women
that.
were really, really, upsetting to her.
Yeah.
So we see Cotton get out. Carlotta's there with her, with Miss Bruce, who is still cutting up. Miss Bruce got the one-liners.
just can't- he just
no
can't stop.
filter.
God.
I like
no
how often
filter.
he's talkative though more this season, and I like that. I
Step
like,
it up.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Bruce's character. Breaks it up. Lots of good times.
Yeah.
So, we see Cotton coming out, sans weave, not her usual glamorous self, but obviously happy that her mother's there.
She's still cute though.
She is still cute, but you can tell that there's some sort of change that happened to her in there. We don't quite know what it is yet. We obviously know that it's been an experience, but we don't know how it's ultimately going to impact her.
She's definitely more somber.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I know they're going to open up more about with what happened, because there actually was a flashback scene where she got hit. So I didn't know, what was that on her shoulder?
It looked like a burn, like they were throwing hot water on her or something.
Because I
just,
couldn't tell what that
attacking
was.
her.
It was so fast. All right.
Yeah, so it went really quickly. So we get back to the house. We see that Cotton has a new homegirl that's hanging out. Dallas, played by Sydney Starr. Once
Wow.
again, we know Lee Daniels is giving opportunity to
Yeah.
all, and
he had a cameo in the beginning.
he did.
He was the
did.
director. I
He
was like,
was.
that's cute. No, I thought that was awesome. That's
I
amazing.
appreciate that. Shout out to you. I would be in my own stuff too. Like, hey,
Okay, right.
Ding.
You gonna see me.
Right. Recognize the talent behind the camera. But anyway,
Right.
so we
Playing
see,
his part.
the girls getting the band back together, getting back into the normal flow of things. So we flash out to Simone being picked up too. We're just kind of seeing what their new life is.
Yeah.
So we kind of touched on it, but how do we feel that once again the girls are looking for a hit and chasing somebody to make their dreams come true after all this time?
You said, how do we feel about them chasing someone?
Yeah, again,
Like
they're
sleeping
chasing
with
Holland,
somebody?
they're still
Yeah.
doing their same tricks
Yeah,
from
the
last
hustle.
season.
I
Yeah.
mean, I was surprised, and I had said that to you while we were watching. I was shocked that they weren't, further ahead in their career. I thought it was going to take place in like, we're doing music, like how it started off, like them doing music videos and stuff like that. But they're still like taking those steps, which I think is kind of fun because I liked that journey that they were going towards. Like, I'm trying to, get my name out there. But I wish that Star wasn't putting herself out into the world like that. I just feel like, when is it going to...
When is she going to stop being thought-tastic?
It's not working
Fantastic.
in the way you think it is, or
Right.
like what has happened so far.
I'll never condone a woman sleeping her way up to the top.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never gonna condone that. So
It's just not tasteful.
So I don't know, but I understand you have to network. Like, that's nonstop, but close your legs
Networking
while
with
you
your legs
network.
open. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Close your legs.
And I'm glad
But-
Carlotta said that to her. Like, you can't, like, you're not going to be respected in the business if this is your tool to be successful. Like,
one's
it's
gonna
not.
take
That's
you
something she's heard
seriously.
over and over and over again, but she keeps doing it. So, I want to see at what point is she gonna stop, and like,
Yeah.
when is she gonna? When is the consequence gonna happen?
When it doesn't work anymore. When it doesn't get her to
Gee
what she
whiz.
wants.
And
But
it
I
ain't
think
working.
I think it opens up, though, maybe a mindset of some women who just don't feel that it's either they don't feel it that it's wrong, or they just don't care. And I feel like that's what Simone was alluding to.
Use what you got to get what you want.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of women, you're free to do whatever you want with your body, but at the same time, it's like, okay, you put out a bad example for the rest of the women too, because now it makes it a lot harder for people who don't want to do that to get to the top, because
Right.
men are so used to those types of women. So I mean, it's
Well, we see also, we hear from Arlene, Hunter's mom. She is obviously still mourning the death of her son. And she is convinced that Star is the one that murdered her son. And she's determined to take Star down. So once again, she's on the hunt for some evidence, something that can link Star to the murder of Hunter. She goes to the police officers with this new information from Star's juvenile records, that Star is killed in her past, and all of these things. And she wants them to go after Star.
I'm sorry, first, can we talk about her tan? It was bad.
You know, I mean, I guess she was a little bronzy.
And her wigs were, I wasn't feeling it.
I just was shocked. I was shocked at the tan because I was like, well, what happened?
It's only on the face. Like, it doesn't even go out much to the chest. Like, she was really brown. And I'm like, wait a minute.
I don't, Arlene's going through something. We're going to give her a pass.
I guess that's the point, because we had seen her last season, like, by the poolside, and she's just tanning her ass off. But
I'm like, is
time,
that a costume?
Like,
Skin cancer.
Stop. You know what I'm saying? You know?
I hope.
You're looking leathery, girl.
Just a little bit, just
a lot of bit of leather.
So we see the police officers show up at the salon. Familiar scene. How many times did the officers step through to that salon to talk to somebody about death and murder and mayhem? But they take Star down to the police station, and we discover that Star documented every beating on her phone like a smart chick should. Well, a smart chick would have left, but
she's been there, done that.
Well,
So.
you know,
yeah, we have to understand the cycle, but
We do.
I'm happy that she did have.
So she documented with photos. She saved all the text messages to let the cops know.
That surprised me.
Back up off me. It didn't surprise me because she's from the streets, and you always got to have a plan B.
You do, but I just didn't think that she had documents of everything.
Yeah.
I did
Everything.
not. Yeah,
No,
I didn't
because
expect that.
from start to finish, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, that's good. But at the same time, maybe she felt like, and it may not have been to the first time she says that just because that gives her a better case. But I think she just knew, okay, this is probably going to continue to get worse. But let me continue to use him for what I can, and then let me bounce out when I.
She had enough. She had enough there to make sure that if something goes down, listen.
Yeah.
I got you covered, and you don't want any of this out. So the officer just kind of let her go. And, we move along from there, and we see the girls trying to figure out what's a hit.
Right.
Obviously, Hunter said, Carlotta went to go see Hunter, trying to see what's up with the group. He's been dodging her for all these months. And she can tell that he's hooked up with Star, but she's concerned about what's going to happen with the girls and getting them a hit. And apparently, I guess, not Hunter, I'm sorry, Holland, that's his name. Holland was using his producers, not caring that they were hot garbage, not caring what they were being given. He was searching for an international sound. He obviously wasn't connected to whatever was happening as far as his label, so it's no wonder that he eventually got fired. Well, that seems familiar, right? That happens.
Terrible.
That happens. So Carlotta's like, well, we can get you a hit by tomorrow, because we know the girls are known for turning around a hit in a minute.
Turning tricks.
So they're in the studio working on Bad Bish. Not bitch. Bish.
Right. I can't.
I'm like, just go ahead and say bitch. Come on.
Well, it's like this is the name of the song. Like, this is what, like, after nights of just thinking and contemplating, this is what we came up with. Bad bitch.
It's hard.
Because
they could have used another line from their song, like something else.
Yeah, there's so many variations of being a bad bitch that it's like, I'm just tired and I can't do this anymore.
Can't
now,
do it.
I'm over it. I'm over it. Name the song Star. If that
And the
was
song was
case,
terrible anyway. But,
Wait, you mean the original one or the
both.
later? I like the beat
And
from
the song
the
was
second
trash,
one.
But let's rewind it back. So obviously they weren't feeling
new.
it. They
And
were
it wasn't good
uninspired.
anyway.
That's new for me.
So Carlotta suggested that they go. Cotton's hitting up Star like, "Hey, I'm just fresh out. Let's go hit up the club, turn up, and
fresh out.
Right.
Don't she got a curfew though? How's she at the club?
Her parole might be totally different. You don't know. She might be able to do what she wants, and she just has to report in weekly, make sure she has a job and no drugs in her system. Maybe
I would
that's just
think,
it.
and also like stealing $20,000 from somebody, you got a curfew. But
I mean, I don't know.
Right.
She
Or
she
house
served her
arrest.
time.
Hello.
I mean, listen, maybe, you know,
What
time out
else?
from good behavior. Clearly,
I'm not a
Elliot might have put in a good word for her somewhere.
Somewhere.
Since he's arranging for meetups at the strip club.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
So
was
they
random.
go out, turn up. Once again, Dallas is there for comedic relief. They're getting hit on by a
I like
dude
that
they're
name.
not checking for. Yes, because you're from Dallas, our Texas queen right there.
I named my dog Dallas. I love it so much. Okay, sorry.
So we see, you know, Cotton and Dallas being hit on by this guy, and they not feeling him. They look him up and down. He doesn't look like he has any money to spend. You know, could have been a wrong observation, but to me, that was the look
You
like,
are throwing all
uh-oh.
types of shade today.
I know. I'm
You
just
are
saying,
wrong,
was
Jill,
that not
okay?
the look that they gave him?
No,
They
absolutely.
Looked, it's like
I
they
mean,
looked at
the
it.
song was trash, and then, you know, she looked a
Well,
hot mess.
that's true. You know, I mean, but they looked like from the wrist, no watch. No Rolex, no Pataki.
I wouldn't give
you
him
know,
the time of day
his footwear
either, so.
or whatever. So they
Jill
were just
got
kind of
money,
like,
y'all.
bye. I'm a good observer. So,
You are. You the investigator. The private.
do you know? Do you know?
Plot, scheme.
But he wouldn't take no. You know how that is when you're in the club, ladies, and the guy just won't
And
move.
I hate it.
So they came up
me
with a
wanna
formidable plan because, you know, after he disses you, then he tries to debase you
Right.
and bring you down.
'Cause you
telling
ain't that fine, no
You're
way,
not really
bitch.
that fine.
Come on now.
And then Dallas
Obviously,
gives him
I was.
right finer than you even know.
Hello.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Blessed by the
Finer
best.
than your baby mama.
Right.
You know.
So Dallas hits him with the move, boy. I mean, I can't even. I was a little mad. I wanted her voice to be a little deeper
But
when
she
she
could
did that.
barely do it either.
Right.
I was like,
That's because she's been too much up in her octave up here, and
Yeah.
she didn't lose it up to
I
reach
was
those
like,
lower
I was
registers.
like, girl, you ain't got it no more. It's,
Yeah.
it's gone.
But that's
It's
a
gone.
bold move because
That was
I was
very
afraid
bold.
that the
Yes.
guy might
Was gonna
flip
clock
out.
her ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he did, I was hoping that she had a gun or a knife or something. Because I'm like, it's about to get real. So I
Cotton's
hope
on
she got some
parole.
extra.
She would be going right back to jail.
Cotton ain't doing it in Sydney.
But she's
Yeah.
there.
Dallas
But
doing
she's
it.
there
I
in the
mean, yeah.
vicinity.
But
she
that's
gonna
Hot
let her
girl,
wild
walk
out.
away while I shoot him real quick.
It's
All right.
defense, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like association. You know, yeah, I get it.
It is. So meanwhile, while that's all going on, we see Noah Brooks enter the club. Luke James looking all chocolatey, yum
so
yum.
handsome. He was.
You know,
Okay,
what did Alex say? Her father said that his debut album was a mix of Maxwell and Marvin Gaye.
And
you
they had
know.
a child.
Just just that vibe. You know,
Yeah.
it's a vibe.
But then afterwards, didn't they say something like, because you ain't had a hit in a while? And
I
I'm
mean,
like,
it
but then
might
why
have
you do this too? Like,
I mean, because here's the thing. But they said he was a good producer. It could be like
Right,
The Dream.
right,
You
yeah.
know, The Dream puts out a couple of hits. He might have some deep album cuts.
I
but
love
what he
The
does for
Dream.
other
The singing
people,
or the
you know,
producing?
producing.
okay.
Producing, you
Yeah,
know, his
no, I feel
album, you know, maybe you don't love it,
Yeah.
but his production you love.
It's top notch.
Yeah,
So-
he's not. I mean, I used to bump The Dream all the time.
So, you know, maybe it's like that. I like
You
The
know,
Dream's
I
album.
did.
You know, falsetto,
Yeah,
all of that, you know. So they were looking for a hit. Star tripped the bottle girl, snatched the bottle up.
That
We all
was
know
so
she would have been
rude.
kicked out of the club by
that
now.
was
So
hella
damn rude.
aggressive.
Yeah, right.
and-
She should have been kicked out for that. You can't just do employees like
And then
that.
the girl just looked at her like, oh.
She just
like
on the, she was on the ground
Right,
like,
she just
oh,
let her,
yeah.
like-
I'm falling and I can't get up.
You looking like the like
I
the
would have
chick
beat
that
her
fell
with
from the
that
brat.
platter. Like, girl, no.
Not for real, because most like club girls are like about that.
About that
So,
life, 'cause that's their livelihood.
That's their
You are
money.
messing with that rent check.
Okay,
what
that
are you talking
coin.
about,
For real,
right?
for real.
Not my coins, boo.
okay.
But she lets Star take that, and Star heads over, and she tries to, you know, do her little charming thing after getting pushed out the way. Let's not forget that the bodyguard just pushed her out the way.
Yeah, no,
and she
that
thought it
was-
was just because she was white. I thought it was rude as hell too.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking to myself, like, what grown ass man just pushes a female?
Oh,
Like,
they do.
I mean, sure,
You know,
but I'm just thinking to
sometimes.
myself, like, oh no, she needed to do with her. Like that was a moment where it was like, okay, so it doesn't matter. I'm just in your way. And on top of that, regardless of how much money you make, I understand that you got whatever
Yeah.
mind frame that you have, but you a security guard at the lumber yard. Like, stop
chill
it.
out,
Yes,
relax.
like don't. Yeah, you're not getting no coin like that. I mean, maybe, but he's not even getting a coin like that. So.
So we see Star go up to Noah and, you know, with the bottle, like, here, I'm bringing you, you know, gifts. Fair exchange is no robbery. We need a hit. You need some poppin' connections. Let's make this work. You haven't had a hit in a long time. We're the next thing up. And Noah was just kind of like, yeah. He wasn't even feeling it.
He was
didn't
like,
vibe it.
let's have a threesome. Like, dude,
Right.
no. Why is that your response, man? They not interested.
Because
in
he's
you.
not taking women seriously.
But
But Star,
clearly.
when she said, I was like, she's stupid.
Or are we?
Or I was
Right.
like, please. But you know what? I used to hate her, but now she's fun. She's
funny.
fun for me.
Yeah, she's fun.
She's
Some
cute.
moments you're like, okay, Star, break up the tension. Just make this
Yeah.
fun.
And I
you know.
also kind of feel like that's why Lee Daniels didn't cast her as.
I feel that way too. As you see how the
Yeah.
character develops, it would be a lot of backlash.
Yes.
Had the character been black.
Backlash,
You
too.
could have said
Backlash.
black.
I mean, I could have said
Black,
that.
black people,
because
Black Twitter is a thing.
let's call it a thing. Star is ratchet as all.
Get
she
out.
is ratchet.
Okay.
You know? So,
What,
whatever.
Jill?
He still wasn't buying it. And they're like, all right, enough time wasting with you. We're about to go figure out what our next move is because we on the clock. We on the clock.
Yeah.
So, what do? They head home and vibe out a little bit. And Alex, as she always does, come up with a song. And they get on FaceTime with Simone because by this point, Simone had to go back to the...
She and Juvenile like
The
this,
little
like,
Juvenile
yeah, I
from the
like
home
it.
thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
Meanwhile, she about to get jizzacked.
She getting jacked for her shoes, which
Okay.
broke my heart. Of course, she doesn't want to say anything. I'm like, if it's
not
just
what-
for weed, can she say
nice-
something? They get her out. Like, yeah, the chick had the prison shank.
I was
that
like,
flipped
damn.
open.
First of
Yeah.
all, okay, because security guard needs to be up in there doing their job. But
you know, prisons can
you
get
know, they finesse, and that's
they
you know,
all of that. Yeah,
But yeah, I would have given up them shoes. Like, you're not about to shank me,
That's fine. These socks are fine. No, it's fine. Here, take my shoes.
right? Take
These
whatever.
socks are fine.
whatever you need.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I'm cool. It's okay. I didn't need those anyway. They
They're
look
not
cute.
ugly anyway. They're not even my size.
Yeah.
Right.
Are they your size? Are you sure the 2 sizes too small? Work them anyway. Cut
You
your hole
know,
in
where'd
the
you
top.
buy that shake?
Whatever you need.
Fine. No.
So, you know, we hear them. They've worked out the vocals for this song. Carlotta gets up bright and early. She's gonna go meet Holland before the meeting. She calls and she was like, "Hey, no, he wanted to see us before the meeting." First indication that we not gonna make it too far with this.
Right.
I probably wouldn't have met with him. If you don't want to meet with me in the office, I know something's up. So that was weird to me that they meeting outside it. It'd be different if he's like, yes, we'll have the meeting, but I do just want to meet with y'all like 5 minutes beforehand, before we go inside. Had he
Right.
said something like that, but he didn't want to take them inside, like, no.
He was trying to CYA. Isn't that what it is?
Cover your ass.
Yeah, CYA.
I've never
Okay.
heard that one.
Cover your ass.
Not
It's a word,
CYA.
yeah,
Oh.
in all, yeah.
Yeah, something.
In the emails.
Yeah.
I've never heard that one. Wow.
Protect your neck.
Yeah.
So Holland is sitting outside kind of in a daze. Carlotta walks up like, yo, we got the heat. I got what you need. And he's like, oh, yeah. You know, he's looking a little dazed and confused. So they play it for him. And then we go into a dream sequence. And we see the girls kind of in their Bali fantasy of bad bish. And they're working it out.
It's cute.
Yeah.
No.
I like the video,
was cool, but
but
my
I told
thing
you I
is,
don't like
though,
the song.
If Simone is still underage, why did they put her in that tub with Mike Epps right across? And they're doing like this and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's weird. I don't
I
like
think
that.
they forget that she's like they go in and out from that point.
Because she's
Do
not
they forget?
underage in real life, but my thing is like, why are y'all making her so hypersexual if she's so under? She's in juvenile. Like what?
I mean, well,
It's
what artist that's come out in the last 15 years, even if they've been underage, has not been sexualized in some form
No,
or
it's not
fashion?
that they haven't.
It's not that they haven't, because like we know about Usher and Lil Kim and stuff. Like we get it, but in this day and age, I didn't think that you could get away with that.
Well, and regardless, it's just wrong.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
It's
It's
just like, why are we
weird.
putting a teen in
In a
the
hot
hot tub
tub.
with 2 girls and a man, a grown ass man?
Yeah, it says a lot.
Yeah, who we want to confuse with Mike Epps because it is Mike Epps.
You're right.
does
Did
look
you?
like Mike
Yeah,
Epps.
they had the little joke in there.
You know
Yeah.
that SpongeBob meme where it's
with the little rim, Mr. Krabs.
no,
Oh,
where
which
he's
one?
like, because it looks like
Oh,
SpongeBob.
the little bird one
Yes.
where it's like, oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
Basically,
The
yeah.
gag is it is.
The gag is,
Right.
yeah. They could have left that part out.
So my only thing is okay, because for once, I feel like every other panel, like y'all have liked the songs, but I hadn't liked them that much. But I actually liked the song because I feel like this is their hit because it sounds like something that's already on the radio. And the quickest way to get those radio plays is to have a song that sounds like the other songs that's already out. So I think this will be their hit. But the costumes, though, I'm like, okay, wait, this ain't their culture. So
Yeah,
that
I thought the same thing.
kind of upset me.
I don't think we're going to hear that song again. I think it was a throwaway just for the moment.
Honestly,
Okay.
I didn't like the song, but
I like the beat, the lead song.
I feel like it was a mainstream song to put out there to make everyone be like, oh, let me pay attention to them. But was it a great like hit? No, but
It just worked.
It was like, okay, let's put this out here. Let's be like everyone else so that we can get into where we fit in, and then they'll probably make something that's more of them later on. Maybe
Star.
I am more season 1 songs though. So far from what I've heard,
the
I'm
two
just
tonight, not so much.
Yeah.
So we flash back into the present time, and we find out that Holland thought, that would have been just what I was looking for, but I got fired.
That pissed me off so bad.
So-
I hate wasting my time with people, so that really pissed me
Star
off.
really wasted her time.
Yeah, that dream is
God.
over. See, unnecessary coochie mileage, Star.
Right.
Gave it up.
And
You
you can
probably
tell-
didn't even have to.
You can tell she was pissed too.
Right.
Pressed.
Right.
Okay, panini pressed. Like I was like, girl, you just dried yourself out.
Right.
Ugh.
Gave it up to little grandpa.
To Mike Epps.
And
can't press
now
Who we don't know
he-
is Mike Epps, but is Mike Epps.
Yeah,
'Cause he looked like Mike
Holland.
Epps.
So we find out that someone named Charles Floyd, his family, I
know
guess,
the Floyd
are
family.
the Floyd family. I'm like, is this Mayweather? Is he a boxer? Is he?
I was like, I
that's
hope
what I
they
was
not
thinking.
going here with
Yeah.
Something similar. But his daughter, probably the dad obviously has some type of street ties, something. They bought the label, and his daughter, Ayanna, who's played by Michael Michelle, she used to be on ER and some other stuff back in the day, is obviously head BIC in charge now, and looks a little ruthless, and like she's not playing with games. She was mad at Carlotta, felt like Carlotta was trying to set her up
Don't
by
set
making
me
a phone call to the Lions.
She
We
said, I
all-
don't like to feel ambushed.
Right. We
They'll
don't
never
know
play
what
again.
Carlotta has on the Lions family that Cookie would jump to make it happen. We know Cookie has a big heart, but we don't know how they crossed paths back in the 90s. I'm sure we'll be figuring that out at some point.
I felt the same way though. I was like, I don't like to be ambushed either, actually.
I mean, but see, here's
Not
my
while
thing.
getting my
Why
massage.
is it an ambush if she knew that they were coming, but because he bought a lion with her, does that mean that they're bringing out the heavy gun, or does that just mean that they're showing relationships, which you need in the music industry?
If I'm getting a massage, don't talk to me, leave me alone. I don't want to get any meetings. Just send me not even a tweet. Like, just don't, leave me alone. Like, if
let
I'm
me
in
have
my,
peace?
if I'm in my, like what she said, just set up an appointment with my assistant. And I hate to be that way, but when I have my time, like my free time to just be,
Your me time?
yeah, I want my me time, and I don't, because I don't have any other time. So let me have this little moment. I don't want to be ambushed.
So was she ambushed because they interrupted her massage, or was she ambushed because they came together to speak with her?
Because
about
they
that?
came together. I'm pretty sure that,
I mean, that's
that
what I'm saying.
definitely made it worse.
I feel like the appointment, the conversation, she was aware it was coming, but
Do we know that for sure?
we don't. We'll find out.
Because I thought she alluded to the fact that she didn't know that they were coming.
I don't know. We'll
she
figure
didn't
it
know
out.
that she didn't know that Carlotta was coming, but I mean, it just kind of, you can tell when she was like, yeah, I'm from Mixed Harmony. She was like, yeah, I'm familiar. I can tell that they must have had some beef in the back of the day too,
Or something. Well, I don't know if they.
or with Hayil in her.
Yeah,
Something-
maybe
Hayil messed up a
something.
lot
We
of
we
stuff.
never know. And here's a theory I just want to show out there. Are we sure Hayel is dead?
That's what I don't think he is.
Because let's just point out what we discovered at the end of the episode. We saw who actually shot Hayel. And
Right.
the reason why that came up is because the TV screen flashed and a gentleman was arrested for all 3 murders. Now, what we
Yeah.
know is that he probably did at least 2 of those murders. But Hayel was obviously murdered by somebody else because they were dead when he got there and whoever shot them were gone. But we turn around and we see it's Carlotta shooting the gun. Now, if I remember correctly,
Why? I thought they were cool.
at the end of last see, I feel like it's an escape thing. I feel like, remember, didn't he call someone or get on the phone when he came in and discovered the bodies? I feel like we're gonna find out he called Carlotta and they tried to make it look like he's dead so he could escape the mob hit.
Yeah,
That is far out. I did not even think of, why
a
aren't you a detective? Like,
I
don't
in another life, in another
Investigative
life,
reporter.
You are too good at this.
I'm just saying.
It's kind of scary.
But since we kind of jumped ahead and, I'm jumping out the window, let's run it back and see, do you have any predictions for next week or what we have to look forward to for this season? We're going to start with you, Rocky.
Lord.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV.
Right, man.
I think Derek and Alex are gonna break up. I don't think they're gonna be together long. This may not necessarily matter to next week, but just in general, I just don't think that they're gonna be together for a long time. Because I do, in a sense, feel that he is a distraction, but I know that she wants to give him the love and affection that he needs at this moment because he's going through a lot mentally.
Side note, shout out to Miss Ruby getting Simone hot in the backyard and clapping back.
Oh!
Derek's grandmother.
I was,
And Alex's mama in the chicken wings. Naomi.
I just love Naomi, and I just hope they put her in more
all
films and
divine.
TV. She's just everything. I love Naomi.
Amazing.
You guys have to
Amazing.
watch her show, her top model show. She's a miss.
And she's so shady, but it fits. And
I love it.
Everything.
It's comedy because of her accent too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give that refined shade, Naomi.
But in real life, that's her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think they're gonna break up. I think they're gonna get a deal, and everything's gonna start popping off at some point. I mean, I feel like it's maybe 2-3 more episodes in, but I don't know. Yeah, honestly, the only thing that I can think of right now that I feel is for sure gonna happen is between Alex and Derek, and that's about it.
So I guess I kind of felt like, when we left off last season, I was like, well, she's going to have a miscarriage. And we all pretty much agreed, except for Sheldon. I think he thought she was going to have the baby, right?
I'm like, no, that doesn't fit.
Yeah, no, it
That
doesn't
fit into the show.
But it turns out that she had an abortion, and I was like, oh snap! So, but wasn't her mom or somebody was telling her like, you need to get an abortion?
I think that Alex is a smart girl, and I think that once she thought about everything with them getting the deal,
there's no way.
And then he got
Derek
paralyzed.
is
Like,
paralyzed.
Yeah,
Just
take
taking
a
a
huge
face
and
off.
this infant.
Yeah, that's a man. You about
So-
to end off your?
At
I mean, not
22.
like that. I'm
Come
not.
on now.
Sacrifice.
Barely.
Is she even 22?
No, exactly. So who knows?
Yeah.
Sacrifice, love, yeah. But we got to keep in mind, she's really only known Derek about 7-8 months at this point.
saying.
Hasn't even been a
Like,
year.
let's retract everything.
Young love.
So
I don't
they
know about all
definitely. So yeah, I think they're gonna break up. But I also feel like Derek is gonna have a full rehab. I feel like I feel like his paralysis is temporary. I felt that last season. With Cotton's man, whenever he showed up at the club and she slapped him, like I get the anger, but I think at first we were all like, "Aw, he's showing up for her."
No,
But
you were like that. I'm
No,
thinking about what Cotton had to go through in jail.
I said,
Elliot, you could have settled that
She
another
was
way.
having sex.
What?
Clearly,
Okay,
she had
well,
a
She was.
All I'm saying is,
But she was still in
I know she's
jail.
upset. Yeah, but I'm saying I know she's upset because they went to jail or she went to jail. So I'd be upset.
And she got to pay
too.
restitution $20,000
saying,
from me.
Oh, and now she's got to strip. Like, wow.
I
But-
just feel like they played each other, so.
Tom Savage, Quincy
I don't think they should ever
is
try to get-
Diddy's stepson, kind of, sort of.
Thank you. I don't think they should try to get back together because that relationship is so complicated. So I don't see us seeing any more of Cotton's.
Oh, I think so. I think
we'll see conversations, but I don't know about a relationship.
Elliot is
The
going to
show
be
is so
on the
messy.
fringe.
You
He
think
is
so?
I think Elliot is open, and I think that he could potentially become a problem. Because what are you doing? You could have went and made that reconnection. You could have gone and visited her in jail.
He could.
Oh,
but
you
that's
gonna set it up in the strip
I was
club?
also thinking so he tries to come and see her. I feel like he's trying to make amends so that he can
Yes.
hurt her. I did feel that too. So that's what I'm saying. I don't feel like they'll have a healthy relationship after that.
I could see that,
No.
yeah.
A relationship maybe, but not healthy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But like I said, I know Alex and Derek are gonna break up. Like it's just not happening.
Please.
His disability, temporary or permanent, is it's becoming an issue, and they're having a really hard time managing that because they're both young. So he's in deep depression clearly, and he's very needy at the moment because he needs her all. He's calling her, he's texting her, he always needs her around.
Her ego's down.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
his ego's down.
I think that's pretty much for my predictions, but I do want to pass it to you and see how you felt about Carlotta's wigs this episode.
They were different from last season. I don't know. Episode 1, Carlotta, we're going to have to step it up. That little pink one she had on when she was going to see Ayanna, I was like, huh?
And clearly everybody agrees with you.
is this your work wig?
Because you was like, who was it that was talking to her? That was like, oh, well, how straight is my wig straight? And she was like, as straight as the men down, or not, what did
As
she
straight
say?
as the men downstairs or something. The people
As
downstairs.
people downstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So everybody be coming for her wigs. But I mean, they don't. I guess I never. Maybe because I'm not a wig, person. But I just never know if something's it's a terrible wig. I mean, unless you know it's a wig, you can tell.
You could tell.
Well, we
those
know
are
it's a wig, yeah.
No, I'm
They
saying
look a little synthetic-y.
But I'm not gonna be. Oh, okay. So it's more
maybe
so
that's it. I don't know.
aesthetically, not.
When
Okay,
they look a little bit more plastic than human hair.
But because when you see a wig and you see like the start of the wig, then it's like okay, that's a bad wig. But I never like when I look at a wig, I'm like, oh, I mean, it looks like a wig. Like it would be a wig. Like there's an average looking wig. No, okay.
Those wigs are not complimentary to the woman that Carlotta ascribes.
They are not aesthetically pleasing to the audience.
So we're gonna see a change up in Carlotta's wigs.
That's the
Maybe
joke.
not.
She had a good wig.
She did like
for next episode.
She did. She had a nice one, the
Actually,
little short one.
I know the name of the wig, which oh god, but yeah, no, she has a good one in there.
Okay.
I'll point it out
Carlotta
to
wig
you.
come up.
Wig Wednesday.
So I want to see where this Noah situation goes. Obviously, he and Star are gonna have some of that, kind of chemistry where someone puts you in your place, so you're
I just
intrigued.
Don't trust him.
And also, we're going to be on the lookout for Arlene because we know Arlene is not going to sit down and keep quiet. She's going to keep coming.
She said, look, I got some bridges to burn.
Right. So
Like that leather.
That was so trash.
like
so
her
trash for Star to show up. God.
That's so terrible.
For Star to show up and like hijack that interview, that was so trash. I'm like,
But that's
yeah, wearing
wrong.
the same dress? I was like, what?
Because she was trying to show unity. We are unified in missing Hunter. We love Hunter. We miss Hunter.
Was she
we
even
are searching for a
invited?
No, she just showed up. But they all knew that she was Hunter's girlfriend because remember from the blogs where she ended up outside his place
Right.
and
How
all of
far
this
is
stuff.
this from his death when they
5
have...
months.
And I just... The way her scorn is just weird to me. I feel like I just be in tears every single day because it's only been 5 months. But I mean, maybe she's getting over it. She's still, she's doing interviews at this point. But I don't know. She's just a little weird for me because I feel like she's always had a vendetta against them. And it's like, I don't feel like you even care that your son is dead. It's like, I don't know. It's like you care, but you're acting your anger.
Jealous. I mean, she probably, she probably had a
less
body
mourning.
like Stars back in the day. It's more revenge.
Yeah,
getting.
it's less mourning her son and more like, I'm gonna get that bitch Star.
Yeah,
because I never liked her.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Well, I guess we'll see. We know she's not going anyplace. So, and
right.
I predict, like you said, I think Kyle is going to pop back up in episodes 2 or 3. I don't think he's dead. I just think that he's on the run or something,
He'll come back.
just like a soap opera. So, that's it for episode 1.
Yes.
Season 2 of Star.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where
Shout
it
out
goes.
to everyone in the live chat. Thanks
and
for
shout out
joining.
to you on the live chat.
No, shout out to y'all
Too many
blowing
people.
our own personal social media up. Going
I
on to
know.
blogs. Are y'all
coming
coming back? Literally, somebody came onto my blog and was like, commented, not even about the blog, but just,
About
hey,
Star.
are you coming back for Star? Thank you. That support means everything.
We
You guys are
appreciate you
great.
guys. So make sure you're back here next week for episode 2, 7 p.m. West Coast time,
Yeah.
Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time for Star. I'm Jill Munroe. You can follow me everywhere at Stiletto Jill. Where can they find you, Ivanna?
Hey everyone, again it's Ivanna. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on Twitter at Ivanna L. Williams and on Instagram at Ivanna.Williams.
And I'm Raquel Harris. You can find me on all social media at Raquel Harris TV.
And make sure you're following AfterBuzz TV. Make sure you are subscribing to AfterBuzz TV Dramas. That is where you will find Star every week.
Dramas.
So hit that subscribe button. Hit a thumbs up on YouTube. If you are listening to this on iTunes, 5 stars, please.
Pump
We
it up.
appreciate it.
Pump it all
And
the
we'll
way
see you
up.
next time. Thanks for checking us out.
Bye!
Gang.
Gang, gang.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.